There are lots of people out there who say they're doing something, but they're not really trying to do it. This is an age of vanity businesses, vanity professions, vanity commitments, and largely because of social media. You'll see a lot of people who will describe themselves in a magnificent way, it's a beautiful way, but are they really committed to doing that? Probably not. They're committed to being seen that way. They're committed to being positioned that way. But are they really committed to doing that? I want to challenge you to look at what you're doing, whether it's a business, whether it's a profession, whether it's an artistic endeavor, whatever it is, and ask yourself, am I really committed to doing this? Am I really committed to selling this product? Am I really committed to being the best in my industry? Am I really committed to creating the best experience for someone? And am I really committed to be a top performer, a top seller? Am I really committed to helping these people, serving this audience, supporting these clients? If you really look at it, the question is, am I doing everything I can to make that possible? Or am I just positioning myself as doing that? It's a big difference. When you really start to look at whether you're really trying to accomplish what you're trying to accomplish, you will often realize that you're just not doing the right things, the things that are serious. You're concerned about other things. Sometimes I'll pick this up with clients I'm working with, where their focus will be in getting the funding and getting the partnerships and going through this calendar, getting this calendar done and so forth, but not necessarily doing the mission that they've described as being important to them. If you're serious about the mission that you say is important, you'll jump right on it. You'll try to do it better. You'll try to do it in an unusual fashion. You'll try not to be like everyone else. You'll try to figure out what's missing and how do I deliver something that creates a better product or a better experience. You'll become committed to it in a much different way than some people. And you'll know more about what you're doing than other people will know, because you'll be looking at all of the many ways you can bring this to life, and you'll be able to rule out some of the approaches taken by others, and you'll be able to say, this is the approach that we should take. But here's what's most important. You'll be committed to it irrespective of how other people look at what you're doing. In other words, you won't be so much concerned about the way the market evaluates you, the way critics evaluate you, and you'll be more focused on the end result, the end user, the buyer, the person who will have your product, the person who will have the experience. If you're a teacher, you'll be focused on the children. If you're a watchmaker, you'll be focused on the person who wears that watch. If you're a speaker, you'll be focused on the people in the audience, the impact in their lives. In other words, you'll really be focused on what matters. Make sure you're focused on what matters. Make sure you're really focused on doing what you say you are committed to doing, you say you're doing, and don't make it just a vanity experience. Don't just put up a nice fancy title, a nice phrase, a nice motto, a website, something on social media saying you're doing it and you're not really doing it. When I look back at what I'm doing and the experiences that I've had, I realize I've been doing it all my life. I was committed to doing it. I was fortunate to discover that this is what I wanted to do, and I started doing it in some form early on. And in every position I had, whether it was working for someone else or whether it was in my own business, I brought this kind of approach to it. And now this is what I do full time, helping other businesses rise to the level of excellence, premier level performance, be someone and offer something of distinction. If you're serious about it, really do it, commit to it, and don't just make it something that you say you do, but make it something that you really do. If you like this tip, give me a thumbs up. Let me know that you liked it. Share it with someone in your network who you know will benefit and appreciate it. And make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. I have a lot here and a lot more coming, so I'll see you next time.